Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome day. And we are here. It's Friday of week 3. And we have a couple things that we're going to use today. If you have them, if you don't, you can do all the exercises without them, and it doesn't matter. So you can still get great activation and a great workout without having to use any equipment. But I'm using a yoga block. If you have a firm pillow or a soccer ball or a small ball that's about this size, that'll work too. Your TheraBand, if you have your TheraBand, great. If you don't have your TheraBand, that's okay too. So today's workout is all about the hips. So you have three hips. You have 3 hips. No, you don't. You have 3 muscles that make up your hip. You have your bottom, and it's the glute medius, the glute minimus, and the glute maximus. So the gluteus maximus is the one that gives it that nice shape. And then the hamstring coming up into it is what gives you the nice bottom that you want. It's also important to work the minimus for things and the medius for things like walking and standing and balance. So even though we love to have the nice booty shape, we have to make sure that we're also doing things that are functionally good for us long term. So all of these exercises are going to be helping you strengthen those 3 muscle groups. So the gluteus maximus, you're going to be doing a lot of extension. And for the minimus, you're going to do some single leg standing and abduction. And some of them cross over. So some of them also do internal rotation, external rotation. We're going to hit all those actions and all those movement patterns in our workout today. So everything is going to be 2 sets of 12 to 15, depending on what you have, energy-wise. And then also we're going to do some isometrics. And isometrics mean that you're going to hold it for a set count, and holding it for that set count, you're going to relax out of it and then go back into it. So the isometric is causing the muscle to contract without putting the joint under a lot of strain and stress, okay? So let's get started. I'm actually going to start off sitting with a chair for the first one. So what I want you to do is get your chair. Okay, so I have my chair. Oh, you can't see my feet. There. Now I'm like super far away. There's like no happy medium here. Let's go here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to sit down. My block is going to be the first thing I do. So we are going to do isometric external rotation. External rotation is when your hip rotates like this. So that motion of almost bringing your heels together like Dorothy is what we're going to work on. My block or my ball is going to go right between my ankles. Sorry, my nose is like itching. Anyways, it's going to go right between my ankles above the malleoli. And all I'm going to do, without squeezing my knees together, I'm going to squeeze my ankles together. I should feel it deep in my hips, right on the inner part, and I'm going to relax. And I'll hold it for 5 seconds. I'm going to do that 15 times. So here we go. We squeeze in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And while I'm sitting here, my core is engaged, my ribs are cinched in, my chest is up, and I'm nice and tall. Here we go again, squeezing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And we're using this as almost like a primer to get those muscles ready to start some bigger movements. Rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Core is still tight. Don't start slumping. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 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 Good. From here, remove the block. I'm going to put my band around my ankles. If you don't have a band, that's okay. All you're going to do is you're going to keep your knees in line with your hips, and you're going to bring, sorry about that. You're going to bring your knees apart. So what you're going to do is you're here, you're going to, it's not your knees, you're going to leave your knees and you're going to bring your feet apart. So you make this little triangle, okay? And come back in, triangle, come back in. So same thing, we're doing it isometrically. So go out as far as you can and hold. If you have a band, go ahead and put the band right at your ankles. Bending your knees, okay? And drive your knees out for 5, or not your knees, sorry, I said it again. Drive your feet out, keeping your knees straight. Core is tight, posture is up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And push out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should feel this at the sides of your hip now. 3, 2, 1. And I'm keeping my knees bent. 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Core is tight, still sitting up. Nice and tall posture. We have 7 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost there. 3 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Go ahead and actually let's leave the band on and stand up. What we're going to do now is we're going to walk sideways down and back. We're going to keep our legs actually pretty straight this time. We don't want to hyperextend, but I want you to think about leading out with your heel. Nice long lever arm so that we're having to do the motion through our hip and we're not kind of dependent on the quads fatiguing first. We're going to do 3 laps of 4 down and back, so roughly 12 steps. I'm just going down and back. When I'm doing this, I'm making sure my core is tight, and then my whole body goes with my foot. I don't teeter-totter, so you almost have to engage and lean into it a little bit so that you don't lean away. This is our 3rd lap. Core is tight. And notice my feet are honoring parallel. They're staying straight like the sides of a railroad track or a letter H. Take a breather. We're going to do that one more time, down and back 3 times. So when you're kicking sideways, if you're here, your core is tight, okay? You're nice and tall here, so your pelvis is slightly tucked. When you kick out to the side for your step, you're going directly side. Don't bring it back right now. We're going to get to those later. You're just going directly lateral. All right? Nice tight tummy. Down and back 12 times. If the band you have for some reason is too much resistance, you can always shorten the lever arm by bringing it closer to your knees or above the knees. That's always an option. Lost count on that one. It's okay. We have 1 more lap after this. And going down. Kick out with that heel. Core is tight. All the way back. All right. I'm going to take my band up a little higher. And I'm going to do some nice and low squats, but I'm going to keep tension on the band. So when I have the band around my knees, I want to make sure that I'm not letting the band pull me in like this. As I squat, my knees should press out against this a little bit and stay tracking over my shoelaces. So I'm going to slightly turn out my toes. And make sure I can get down and up. Remove this. Okay, so in this position, I'm going, so if this is neutral, I turn out slightly, okay? That gets the external rotation in the hip, gets a little bit more glute activation, and now as I squat, I'm pushing into this band, coming all the way back up, okay? So from a lateral view, slightly turned out, core is tight, chest is up. As I squat, my butt goes back, and I come back up, okay? I have really tight hips as far as my hip flexors go. So at the bottom, you'll notice my spine slightly tucks under and curves. If you can keep your chest up a little bit more and your back a little straighter, go for it. All right, here we go. I'll go 45. Down and up 15 times. We go down, 1, 2, 3, core tight, 4, 5, eyes up, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take a breather. Shake it out. With your second set, make sure that you're really cognizant or aware of whether or not your knees are starting to fade in. Try to keep them pressing out the whole time. Especially females, we have a greater Q angle, which is the angle from your hip to your knee. That angle can cause us some problems. So you really want to make sure you're developing the outer glute so it can help stabilize and we don't take as much negative force into the knees through center. So here we go, same as that. And slight turn out, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. Bring the band down to your lower leg. All right. What we are going to do next, we're going to shift our weight over to the leg we're standing on, and we're just going to go out to the side, out to the 45, out to the side, out to the 45. When I kick straight to the side, just like that lateral walking, I'm leading out with my heel, and this leg has a soft bend in it so that I'm engaging the quad, but I'm also stabilizing through that glute, having to balance me and keep me stable. Let me check while we all take a breather. Okay. All right, so here we go. Side, 45. So here we go. Slight bend. This leg is straight. This hip is lifted, which also is going to help activate one of the glutes. So now we go out to the side, back to the 45. Side, 45. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, sorry, I forgot we were going to 12, 11, 12. Okay, shake it out, other side. So when you're doing this one, kicking your heel out to the side is a great way to keep the lateral. If you're trying to go back out to the 45, just think about turning your knee out and making sure that that movement is coming from the hip, not just the lower leg. So all the motion from the hip is actually activating the glute, and at least one of them. So standing on this leg, out to the side and back, out, 1, out, 2, out, 3, a little bit more bend, out, 4, out, 5, out, 6, out, 7, out, 8, out, 9, out, 10, out, 11, out, 12. Good news. Just take it to the floor next. So, what we are going to do, I'm going to move these weights because we don't need them today. We are going to lie down, put the band right above your knees. Okay. What we're going to do is, so laying on your back, band above the kneecap, you're going to lift up into a bridge. Okay, press out into that band. Make sure your feet are wide enough to do that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold it there. Now do 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 outs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down and up. 1, 2. Tummy tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good rest. Take your band off. After you try the first set of the next one, if you want to add the band back on, you can. But I'd rather you get the motion correct than worry about the resistance right now. What you're going to do, lie down on your side, knees are together. If I was up against this wall, my feet, my tailbone, and my head and shoulders are on that wall. So what we're going to do from here, you lift up your top knee. Now pretend I put a pin in it. My knee stays where it is. Now I lift up my foot, drop my foot, drop my knee. Does that make sense? So, has a couple stages. You can certainly just do the lift part. Give yourself some resistance. If not, here we go. We're going to lift the knee up, keep a pin in it, so you have to hold it nice and steady as you kick your foot up. Bring your foot down, down. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is 10. 2 more. This is 11. This is 12. Good. So, if you're like, that was easy, let's put on the resistance. So how do we do that? You can always use cuff weights if you wanted to. I'm just going to keep with the TheraBand. It's going to go right above my knees. There we go. Lying on your back. Same idea, but now when you go to rotate up, you have to keep abducting and externally rotating that upper thigh. Or not externally rotating, abducting while you internally rotate. Like that, okay? You should really feel it right where our back pocket would sit. So here we go, second set, same side. We go up, foot out, down, together, up, out, down, 2, up, out, down, 3, up, out, down, 4, up, out, down, 5, up, out, down, 6, up, out, down, 7, up, out, down, 8, up, out, down, 9, up, out, down, 10, up, out, down, 11, last one. Good, let's switch it to the other side. So, On this side, same idea. You can take the band off if you want to for the first set. You can leave it on. It's up to you. Here we go. Go up, out, down, in, up, out, down. 2. I feel like I'm a little off center. There we go. Up, out, down. 3, up, out, down. 4, up, out, down. 5, up, out, down. 6, up, out, down. 7, up, out, down. 8, up, out, down. 9, up, out, down. 10, up, out, down. 11, up, out, down. 12. Take a breather. Feels like it's working. Right at that pocket. You have a second set on this side. Remember, when you're doing this, try to keep your core tight. I don't believe I reminded you yet, so draw your belly button to the spine. Really try to keep your hips as forward as you can. Try not to spin too much to face the ceiling while you externally rotate at the hip. So here we go. We rotate, up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Rotate, up, down, 3. Rotate, up, down, 4. Rotate, up, down. 5. Rotate, up, down. 6. Rotate, up, down. 7. Rotate, up, down. 8. Rotate, up, down. 9. Rotate, up, down. 10. Rotate, up, down. 11. Rotate, up, down. 12. Great job. Okay, take your band off. We won't need it anymore. So finishing it out, we've done a lot of external rotation and abduction. Now we're going to go to a bit more extension. So the first one we're going to do in the extension is, where'd my yoga block go? Okay, so you don't have to use the yoga block. I like to use it because by using it, I activate my hamstring. If he's already doing the work, I know I'm more reliant on my glute to do the rest. So I'm going to put my yoga block between my heel and my thigh, and I'm going to try to hold it there. Okay, as I lift up, it's very easy to let your lumbar spine arc for the extension. I want you to fight that. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Try to keep as neutral of a spine. You're always going to have a little bit of a bump because your booty's there. Just do your best to make sure that you're not compensating through your back to get your leg into extension. So, in this position, I'm holding the block in all fours. My toe is tucked under. I'm going to lift and come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. Good, switch sides. Okay, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, course tight, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's switch sides. And you might be able to get a higher range of motion than me. Like I was saying earlier, my hip flexors are super tight. And I feel like that limits my extension. Or it does limit my extension. So if you guys can go further, higher without compromising the spine and releasing the core, then go ahead and go to your range of motion. Always work. Make sure you're getting work out of your workouts. If Here we go. Second side. We go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Core tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Switch sides. All right. Last set, and then we have one more extension exercise, maybe 2. Here we go. We go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So for this next one, if the position bothers you, you can come back up to quadruped. But what I would like you to do is take yourself down onto your forearms and straighten one leg. Okay. So I'm in this modified quadruped position. My hands are on the floor. I'm going to keep my belly button drawn towards my spine. I'm going to lift my leg up as straight and as long as I can. Tap the toe and come back up. So this is 3, 4, 5. Really try to squeeze the back pocket as you lift. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Go ahead and rotate your toe out. So your knee is facing the 45. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's switch. Other leg out straight. Core is tight. And lift. Lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost there, 11, and 12. Turn out your foot. Oops, don't kick your wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Whew. So, a couple stretches to do before you end today. Good old piriformis stretch. So you're going to cross one knee over top of the other, tuck your foot. Drop that leg to the side. Hug that knee into your chest. Trying to get both hips to stay on the ground when you do this. Let's do the other side. So figure 4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the workout. It's a nice little glute isolation. There we go, I can say it. With some isometric starters for your external and internal rotators. Drop that foot, hug that knee. So I wanted to let you know that I shall see you for our last week in June. July we will have workouts also. Bit of a family situation right now, so if for some reason I'm not here, please feel free to select a video you haven't done or maybe one of your favorites so that you still get your workouts in. But yeah, that was it. Have fun, have a good day, don't forget to stretch, and I will see you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.